Hello and welcome to one of the follow-up videos that you guys have asked me to do following the Dewitte Greatest Hits video. This is a replay of the accident involving Dylan that Jeremy decided to fraudulently say was him that was on the motorcycle. I will follow it up with the breakdown of the case and charges that came from it. I am putting the whole clip previously seen in the beginning so you will have it fresh in your mind. For those that saw it when I originally played it, I did some replays to highlight certain things. In this one, I did add a new highlight based off of comments and questions that show where the cab had turned in front of Dylan. I have it repeated since it is not easy to see, so again, please watch and listen carefully so you don't miss anything, since Jeremy is highlighting perfectly why he has had so many felony charges against him.
Dylan, we need to get moving, bro. It's done. I can't. We got lights and they're not going to stop for him, and you know that, so I need you up here. I got nobody coming down the opposite lane right now, Dylan. Nobody. But be careful, because there's people. Say again? Black Cadillac what? Like a sedan or a truck? Sedan. Okay, black Cadillac sedan and a silver Acura? Yeah. Roger. Careful, I got cars trying to come out of the businesses on the opposite direction, even though you have the clear lane. Let me see Dylan first. Once I see Dylan, then yeah, get on your bike. But let me see Dylan first, because if that light changes, I see you. All right, go, Mike. Go get the next light. Get the light that Mike was at. Careful, debris in the road. Debris. Not you. This is a motherfucking shitload of cars. Roger. Okay, yeah, I see that. Good job. Good call. Last vehicle is still the Cadillac and the Acura. I need bikes up here. I need 2 bikes now. They're at fucking Fairbanks. Watch it. I got these 2 cars trying to pull out. No, he's not okay. You're in a funeral. You just cut through. Stay right there.
I had no idea, sir. You want me to go up, Jay, or stay?
No, fuck it. Is this Winter Park PD?
This is?
Yes, hi, I'm at the ABC Liquor. We're a funeral escort agency. A Mears taxi cab just hit my motorcycle. He just hit my motorcycle. I have him stopped at ABC Liquor right now. I need a unit, please, and also an ambulance. I have an officer down.
Are you at the one at Rancho Orlando or Higher Branch?
Right next to Performance Bicycle, at right by Howell Branch. I mean, sorry, at Winter Park Village. Winter Park Village.
Okay, so on Orlando, and who's injured?
I got one of my guys is injured. One of my officers is down.
Okay, and you're with security?
No, we're with the funeral escort agency, motorcycle agency.
Okay. Alright, and then is the driver still there, right, in the other vehicle?
Yeah, the cab driver's here. Okay, I need you over here. Come here. Yeah, he's good. Thank you. Be careful.
Who's injured?
It's one of the officers, ma'am. One of my guys.
Okay, how old is he?
Hey, he's 32.
So, and okay, what's his complaint? What's wrong with him?
He just went down. Ma'am, I can't. I'm directing traffic. I just need vehicles here, please. Okay? Thank you. Dylan, I need you to come here. I need to know if you're okay. Is this you? Yeah, you're good. I thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, do you have a card or something?
I don't. I give you my name and number if you want
Okay.
it.
Yeah. Dylan, can I talk? Dylan, can I talk to you for a second? I don't need you to be the victim. I need you to be clear from this. I know you're hurting, but I want to be on the bike so I can get your bike squared away and taken care of.
What do you need me to say, dog?
I don't know. I need you to put your helmet on so that way they can't see you. Get on my bike and go park over there right now. Carefully, please. I know. Hello? Hello? Yes.
The fire department, is there only one patient? Can you verify that for me?
Yeah, it's just me.
Okay, are you the one that did that?
Yes.
Okay, you tell me the extent of your injury?
I'm okay. I'm just banged up. My arms just, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay, so you're on this car?
No, I don't have any serious injuries. The bike took all of it. My boss didn't realize how bad, he thought I was hurt because I was laying on the ground.
Okay, alright, and the person that hit you is still there, right?
Yes.
Okay, alright, so are you sure? I already have an ambulance en route.
Yeah, you can cancel it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're not injured at all?
No, ma'am.
Do you want to try to help you lift that up?
No.
All right.
Yeah, technically right now we are. But here comes one of your units is almost 97 now.
Okay, alright, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, I'm all right, man.
Okay. Where's the other
This
vehicle?
fucking Mears cab fucking hit my front end. He cut through the funeral and hit my front end.
Okay. All right, we got to have DEC responding for you, okay?
Okay, thanks. Dylan! Get on your bike, go to my house. Get the fuck out of here. Get on. You're fucking pissing me off. I'm giving you a direct order. Get on my bike and get to my house now.
Why? People know who I am.
I don't give a fuck. That's what I've been trying to tell you. Yeah. Yeah.
You the O or just the escort?
No, we're just the escort.
Are you hurt at all?
No.
Individual is walking around, appears to be 10-4.
Go down that way. Get the fuck out of here. He cut across the funeral.
The car stopped, motioned me to come in. I turned, I made the turn. The cop was coming flying down. Going
yeah, I'm fine right now. This is from an old accident, but it's killing me right now.
Okay. Yeah.
I can move this bike if I can't get it up because I'm.
All right, don't worry about it. We'll move it in a second. Don't worry about it. We'll have it. Hit your head or anything when you went down?
Yeah, I bumped everything, but I didn't take my helmet off. But you know, I'm okay. Yeah, I just shook up right now.
When you went down, what'd you get on the left side?
On my back, back here. Hey, how's it going, sir?
Good. How you doing?
I slid pretty much on my back.
You ever been down before?
Huh?
Been down before?
Yeah, this way.
You got nothing on your back at all, man.
Okay.
There's no scratch in your back.
That pretty much, I stayed tight on the bike, you know, so.
I mean, he's got a vest on, can't pop anything. How's your neck? You have an ambulance come that you want to take it down to the hospital? Okay, buddy. I got rescue here, man. You might as well. It's up to you. I mean, you know yourself better than we do. So.
No, I'm good. I'll stay. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
We'll help you.
I don't know if it's going to run now, though.
You ready? Okay.
Got it?
Fix hands down.
Okay, let's see if I can start it.
Oh, we're getting off.
A little dizzy right now, but I'll be all right.
Now that you watched the video of the whole incident, here is what happened soon after as well as a few years later. This is a breakdown of the multiple legal proceedings resulting from this incident. This case is filed by Yellow Cab Company of Orlando Incorporated against Jeremy Dewitte and Metro State Special Services, alleging fraud and civil theft related to a motorcycle accident involving a taxicab. The Yellow Cab Company of Orlando Incorporated has initiated a lawsuit against Jeremy Dewitte and Metro State Special Services for damages exceeding $30,000 due to alleged fraud and civil theft related to an accident involving a taxi and a motorcycle. Case filed on October 7, 2021. Damages sought, over $30,000. The lawsuit stems from an incident on August 29, 2014, where a taxi, driven by Everett Fullman, allegedly crossed through a funeral procession and was involved in an accident with a motorcycle. The motorcycle was reportedly driven by Jeremy Dewitte, who later claimed damages and medical expenses. Taxi driver, Everett Fullman. Motorcycle driver, Jeremy Dewitte. Claims included property damage and medical expenses totaling $15,654.26. Settlements made $12,000 for property damage and $9,654.26 for medical bills. The plaintiff alleges that Dewitte made fraudulent omissions and misrepresentations regarding the accident, including the absence of video evidence and the extent of damages. The lawsuit claims that these actions led to the plaintiff settling claims under false pretenses. Dewitte provided a helmet camera but claimed it lacked a memory device. Plaintiff relied on Dewitte's statements to settle claims. Allegations include intentional misrepresentation and concealment of facts. Total damages claimed due to fraud, $27,654.26. The plaintiff accuses the defendants of civil theft, asserting that they unlawfully obtained funds through deceptive means. The lawsuit seeks treble damages under Florida's civil theft statute, totaling $46,962.78. Civil theft demand served on August 18, 2021. Total damages sought under civil theft, $46,962.78. Plaintiff entitled to attorney's fees under Florida's civil theft statute. Written demand for 3 times the amount lost due to conversion. The document provides a detailed appraisal of a 2009 BMW R1200 RT motorcycle, including its condition, value, and inspection details. It outlines the vehicle's specifications, inspection results, and the appraisal process conducted by an adjuster. Insured by Yellow Cab. Claim number 0368A1. Date of loss, June 30, 2014. Date recorded, September 4, 2014. Date appraised, September 5, 2014. Vehicle details. 2009 BMW R1200 RT, mileage, 51,000. Vehicle owner, Metro State Special Services, Orlando, Florida. Total guidebook ACV, $12,426. Total market value ACV, $9,980. The appraisal includes information on salvage bids and the condition of the motorcycle, indicating its potential resale value. The adjuster's opinion reflects the motorcycle's overall good shape and recent maintenance. Salvage bids, $995 and $850. Adjuster's opinion, motorcycle is in overall good shape, with new tires recently installed and no visible old damage. Reconditioning costs, $75 added to the total value. Total settlement amount, $12,000. Release of claims, signed by Jeremy and Rania Dewitte, acknowledging receipt of payment and releasing Yellow Cab from liability. There was a confidentiality clause. Terms of the settlement must remain confidential, with penalties for breach. This cause a legal notice is issued regarding a civil theft claim against Jeremy Dewitte for fraudulent representation and deposit of settlement checks. The notice demands repayment of triple damages under Florida law. Amount demanded, $82,959.75, representing triple the amount obtained through alleged theft. Legal basis. Florida Statute Section 772.11 allows for triple damages for civil theft. Deadline for payment, 30 days to avoid further legal action. This document shows the final judgment from a Florida Circuit Court ruling in favor of Yellow Cab Company of Orlando LLC against Jeremy Dewitte for civil theft and fraudulent claims, awarding damages totaling $82,962.78. Final judgment issued by the Circuit Court of the 9th Judicial Circuit in Orange County, Florida, in the case of Yellow Cab Company of Orlando LLC, plaintiff versus Jeremy Dewitte, Rania Dewitte, and Metro State Special Services, defendants. The plaintiff filed a motion for summary judgment, which was heard on April 11, 2023. The defendants failed to oppose the motion or respond to the plaintiff's assertions of fact as required by Florida Rules of Civil Procedure. The court found that the plaintiff provided clear and convincing evidence that the defendants engaged in fraudulent conversions and civil theft, including fraudulent property damage and bodily injury claims. The court granted summary final judgment in favor of the plaintiff, awarding a total of $82,962.78 plus interest, $36,000 plus interest, jointly and severally against Jeremy Dewitte, Rania Dewitte, and Metro State Special Services for fraudulent property damage claims, $46,962.78 plus interest, against Jeremy Dewitte for fraudulent bodily injury claims. Execution of the judgment was ordered, and the plaintiff was directed to serve copies of the order to all parties not included in electronic service. The judgment was signed by Circuit Judge Jeffrey L. Ashton on April 24, 2023. Dewitte, Jeremy Dewitte's brother, plays a revealing but somewhat peripheral role in the yellow cab lawsuit. His deposition testimony became a key piece of evidence that undermined Dewitte's version of events. Dewitte, brother of Jeremy Dewitte, provides testimony regarding his employment and involvement in a funeral escort service at the time of the incident. His statements clarify the events surrounding the accident and the claims made by his brother. Dewitte confirms he was employed by Metro State Special Services, a funeral escort company, in 2014. He states that he was on duty and following orders from his brother, Jeremy Dewitte, during the incident. Dewitte asserts that Jeremy Dewitte was not involved in the accident and did not sustain any injuries from it. The deposition reveals details about the accident involving a yellow cab and the motorcycle Dewitte was riding. It also addresses the claims made by Jeremy Dewitte regarding injuries and medical expenses. Dewitte acknowledges a collision with a yellow cab but insists that Jeremy Dewitte was not on the motorcycle at the time. He states that he wanted to report the accident to the police but was ordered by Jeremy to leave the scene. Dewitte claims that Jeremy Dewitte's assertion of being injured and requiring medical treatment is inaccurate. Dewitte confirms the video accurately depicts the events leading up to the accident. The video in question was recorded by Jeremy Dewitte's helmet camera and shows the funeral escort. Dewitte states that while the video has been altered with a watermark, the content remains accurate. He confirms that the motorcycle sustained minor damage, but it was not totaled, and any new damage was on top of pre-existing scratches. The deposition concludes with Dewitte expressing his desire to read and sign the transcript, along with additional statements regarding his lack of knowledge about any insurance claims made by Jeremy Dewitte. He clarifies that he had no communication with Jeremy Dewitte regarding the incident after learning about the taxi driver's citation. Dewitte mentions he sustained minor injuries, such as scrapes to his hands and knees, but did not receive any payout from insurance claims related to the accident. That basically sums up the accident and the fraud committed by Jeremy. There was so many documents and court filings in that case that I felt it was easier doing it that way instead of going on forever trying to show you everything in the record. If you caught at the end of that clip, you will notice Dylan turned on Jeremy and did a deposition against him. Originally, I was glad Dylan stood up to Jeremy until I poked around some more. Seems like Jeremy and Dylan had a strained relationship. Jeremy was usually walking all over Dylan, but a few times Dylan actually did stand up to Jeremy. But Dylan has a history of doing many of the same things that Jeremy did, and I will put up a little bit after this next clip to give you a peek into what I will be putting up in a near future video. But first, I found this piece with Jeremy and Dylan arguing over really stupid stuff, and of course it comes from Jeremy's own recording. Thought you might enjoy watching it.
So, what I said was, because you did it without asking me, without showing me, without even having the decency to show me on a screenshot or say, hey Jay, I found these are this much, are these okay to wear? You didn't even have the decency or the audacity or the respect to do that. You just went ahead and got them and put them on. Right?
Actually, that's wrong.
How is that wrong? You came and asked for my permission?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay, so then how is that wrong?
Because I didn't go and buy the pants, Jeremy.
I don't care who
They're
bought them.
snow pants.
I don't care who
They're
bought them.
pants that were sitting there, regardless of where the fucking...
I'm sorry, it doesn't matter.
So, I didn't go out and go behind your back and try to just enforce that you were going to wear these pants, Jeremy.
Okay, did you or did you not?
The pants were there, sitting on the bed for our snow trip,
Okay.
and I said, hey, these are waterproof.
Great.
It's going to rain today. I figured we were going to be on the motors. I figured, why not throw them on?
Right.
But
Is that
but
uniform
instead,
policy?
What uniform policy, Jeremy?
Uniform that's
what
issued
policy?
to you. Oh, so
what
now we're going to
fucking
argue.
policy
Now you're
are out
going
there
now you're going to speak
about-
over me.
about
Now you're going to
wearing
speak
rain
over
gear.
me. Now you're going to speak over me and argue with me about a policy because it's not in black and white on paper for you to read.
It's not black and white.
Okay.
So,
Well-
until it's black and white,
No,
then
that's
you
not
can
how-
fucking sit here and say that this is against this.
Because guess what? That's not how it works.
Yeah, that's not how you work.
Right.
That's
exactly.
the
End of the day,
It's your
what's
business. You're right.
Yeah.
You do whatever you want with it, Jeremy. But when you're sitting here and you're fucking bitching at me for wearing pants because it's raining, because you want to sit here and think that I'm trying to like do some crazy shit about like stepping over you and fucking don't even have the. I'm sure you're sitting there in your truck while we're driving over there going, why couldn't he just show me what he was, and then maybe we could have talked about it. But no, instead of asking, hey man, where'd you get the pants from? You want to sit here and fucking be like, I'm
Wait
going
a
to
minute.
tell you this right
Wait a
now.
minute. Wait a
I'm gonna
minute.
just tell you this right now.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question.
What's the question?
Why do I have to come to you and ask you for permission to know where?
You don't.
I wasn't
You
done
don't.
speaking.
I don't care what it was because you don't have to sit here and ask me for permission. It's the nice thing to do, and you weren't even asking
Wait a
me for
minute.
permission.
So wait, you just said it's the nice thing to do
To what?
to come to you and ask you where you got the pants instead of the nice thing for you to do to make sure that it's okay for you to wear them over my uniform that's issued to you? So wait a minute. I'm supposed to wait. I wasn't done.
So how is it any different from me than it is from Ken?
Ken has from day one been allowed to wear those pants
Okay.
that he asked me for
Okay.
and that he owns and
Okay.
he bought.
Okay, my pants are the exact same.
That doesn't change.
Black.
That doesn't
They're
change.
the exact same. So
That
if we're going
doesn't-
off of uniform policy, that's technically the uniform policy for rain gear.
No.
So
Ken has always been allowed because he came to me and I made it very clear that if it's not raining, he's not allowed to wear them. If it stops raining, he has to take them off. I never approved any kind of uniform outside of what I've issued to everyone. That's what's uniform policy is what's issued.
whatever, Jeremy. I won't wear the fucking pants anymore.
I didn't say you couldn't.
I'm not going to sit here and wear them in front of everyone when they are not allowed to wear them either. So, if that's not uniform policy, Jeremy, that's not uniform policy.
But see, that's not what I said. And that's not what I said when you decided to be childish and start talking louder and turning your music up and disrespecting me in front of everyone. Right?
I wasn't on listening to music. These are extras.
Right.
I was trying to talk to my girlfriend.
Okay. Right, but she wasn't on the phone when we started talking. So you took a phone call while I was talking to you and just disrespected the fact that I was in the middle of talking to you.
Because, Jeremy, you don't talk to me. You bark and that's
Okay.
not how I'm going to work with you.
Okay, well, then I guess you don't have to work.
Let me know.
Well, okay, Dylan, where are you going? We weren't done talking. Hey,
I don't want to talk to you and sit here and make this bullshit.
we can either talk
Or what?
or you can tell me what you're doing.
Okay, when you come back from jail, I'll be sure to be done with the $400 a month and the car. You can have it all back, and we can just stop working together. You can use me for escort,
much as you want ambulances, you come to me with writing, with contract, and we'll discuss those terms then. All right?
Well, wait a minute. If that's what you're doing, then I don't understand what you're doing now.
I'm going to help you. I'll keep coming in and doing the $100 thing until you need to fucking have someone to run your business while you're gone.
You mean to tell me you think your disrespectfulness and your rudeness and you're doing whatever you want is something that I need while I'm gone?
Is it any different from what you fucking do?
How's that?
Disrespectful to rudeness?
When was I disrespectful and rude to you? I said before I go in here to pray, I need to let you know that they look fine.
That's how you see it, but that's not how it was. So,
Okay. Whatever you say.
I
At the end of the day, I told you they look fine. Okay.
You let me know when you need help around here. You need the bikes picked up, right? From United States Cycle tomorrow. So I'll do that. You let me know next week what you need from me next week. And then when you come back and you're running your business, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
And I know there are tons more videos out there about them arguing, since that is all Jeremy does. This next clip will be a little taste of Dylan and his misadventures, but before I show you that, I want to ask anyone watching this to leave a comment with your opinion that if Jeremy had just gotten help with his excessive need to feel important and authoritative, he could have had a very decent career with his funeral escort business. It's sickening to see him constantly trying to boss everyone else around, yet cries like a little baby when he gets caught playing tough, since he really isn't tough at all. Do you agree? Dylan Voigt, Jeremy Dewitte's brother, wasn't just a background figure. He was actively involved in several Metro State incidents that mirrored the same themes of impersonation and overreach that plagued the company. 2017 Winter Park Incident. One of the most notable cases occurred in July 2017, when Dylan was accused of impersonating a police officer during a funeral procession in Winter Park. A driver, Jerome Hennon, changed lanes near the procession. Dylan, dressed in Metro State gear, allegedly stopped Hennon and accused him of assault. Hennon was arrested, but later, charges were dropped when it was revealed Dylan was not a real officer. Dylan was then arrested for impersonating a law enforcement officer, and both parties ended up suing each other in civil court. Civil litigation fallout. Dylan was represented by Michael B. Brain, a controversial figure with ties to local law enforcement and Metro State's legal defense network. The case became a flashpoint for broader scrutiny of Metro State's quasi-law enforcement behavior, with Dylan's actions reinforcing the pattern of intimidation and misrepresentation. Dylan's involvement shows that the impersonation tactics weren't limited to Jeremy. They were systemic within Metro State. Dylan's deposition in the yellow cab case, where he admitted to swapping identities with Jeremy, adds weight to the idea that Metro State operated as a coordinated deception ring. And that was just a peek into Dylan. I have more coming about him, as well as a few other Metro State employees, or as Jeremy tries to say, as contractors. Many of them had past criminal incidents, and sadly, a few that didn't ended up with them by listening to Jeremy, who they thought was right because he was the boss and it was his company. Hope you enjoyed this follow-up, and again, like I have stated, more coming soon. Thanks for watching. Please hit like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you want to see future work.